Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Defense of the Patients. I'm your host Cyphus, sitting here with my co-host Roland.
Hello everybody.
And my other co-host, the one, the only, EZ McKeezy.
How long am I going to be like the one and only, or like get the special third-person intro?
Well, you know, you just...
I'll take it forever.
You warrant it, you know?
Yeah, I don't...
With greatness.
I've never gotten that. I've never gotten and sitting with my wonderful only...
I give you some love every once in a while.
Best in the world, co-host Roland!
That's because every once in a while...
Remember the probationary intern stint?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I was thinking about demoting you to, like, sidekick after today, you know?
I want to hire the guy that, you know, like, let's get ready to rumble. He makes like $1 million every time he does it, right?
And just...
Let's get ready to roll in.
That'd be cool. That'd be like epic. He'd have to have some fireworks going on, some like pyrotechnic sounds going on behind
out,
it.
You know,
you can tell it like it is and be like, "This is my co-host Roland and hanger-runner EZ."
No, I like that we're doing. I like that the three of us are doing the main show together now. Mm-hmm. I think this is a good thing.
The main show? What's the main show?
Well, I guess all right. Let's move right into the format change discussion. For those of you who may have missed the last episode we did, which was kind of a sneak peek of what was to come, we're going to be doing a main show every Monday where we talk general gaming news. Still some Dota 2 stuff because hey, we're playing Dota 2. But also the other games we're playing, the other things that are going on. And then we're going to announce a schedule of episodes for the upcoming week, which we'll get to later this show, which will include DotP Plays, a variety of games. And each of those episodes will be targeted at those specific games with a rotating cast of characters. Sometimes it'll be, you know, for instance, this week we got a Dota 2 podcast with Roland and Blue.
Yes.
We've got an art cast with EZ, and is Joe Schmo going to join you again for the next DotP Plays arc?
Yes, sir.
We have me, Roland, Cyphus, and Eric for DotP Plays Small World.
That's right. Yeah, that's coming up Friday.
So you kind of have another show with the three of us. We're talking about Small World. I've seen a lot of people picking it up, playing it. It's a fun board game. We've talked about it.
Yeah. So
and
that's
people who might think that you're making up your significant other.
Yes.
Is there a potential surprise down the road with some DotP Plays Left 4 Dead?
DotP Plays Left 4 Dead. We're going to hope to include my fiance in there. It'd be fun to get Dalamir. He's our in real life buddy, but his ID is Dalamir.
And anyway, he's played a ton of Left 4 Dead. Yeah,
he's the best of all of us at Left 4 Dead. He's really fucking good.
Ungodly good at that game.
He was ungodly good at Halo too, though. So maybe I would love to have him on a show to talk about Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
and the
definitely.
Intricacies and the storyline, and
or maybe even just first person shooters and like kind of I don't know. Do you think it's just a natural talent that he has?
I think he was born just like Kobe Bryant was born with the basketball. He was born as a controller, dude. Like he knows what he's doing. So
I hate being old. I hear about people like that and go, that can never be me anymore.
Oh
yeah.
Like I can't even put the time into becoming that person as much as I want to be them.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Have you gotten a chance to play with him yet, EZ?
No, I haven't. I have been playing with the guild, and
have they been playing Left 4 Dead? How many people play Left 4 Dead?
Yeah. Well, we had a party of 4. I had Fafnir, Joe Schmo, Soviet, and myself playing in a campaign.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
And what I'm doing, and I just open up the thing to anybody on my friends list. So if you guys aren't on my friends list, hit me up. I just leveled up my Steam profile, so my cap has gone up, and I can take probably about 60 more people into my friends list. So if you want to help max me out, then let's do that. I'll get you in the Steam group. And I just open up my lobby to friends. And what I'm working on is getting through all the campaigns on advance. So just finished the first one, starting on the second one.
Are you doing
I'm just gonna
from Left 4 Dead 1 to Left 4 Dead 2?
The list is long, so I'm guessing it's both games, dude.
Did you start at what did you start at?
So the chronological order of Left 4 Dead 2 campaigns, if you wanted to play them in the right order, actually starts about halfway down with No Mercy, and then you go through all the Left 4 Dead campaigns from the original game, and then you start at Dead Center, I think is the first Left 4 Dead 2 campaign. And then there are 3 or 4 ancillary campaigns, DLC campaigns that they released for both Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2.
Yeah, there's a couple.
And there's actually one where the two groups of survivors cross paths, and you learn of an unfortunate death in one of the groups.
oh, this is getting deep, dude.
Yeah.
I'm on the surface of this fucking thing, and that is cool. Like, I'm excited to. I need to I guess I'm gonna have to talk to you guys about the right order of that, because I've only beat one, so I can scrap that.
Do you know which campaign?
It was the one that we also played, where you had to get the gasoline into the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's Dead Center.
Dead Center. Yep.
Yeah, that's
okay.
that's
where you're in
fun
the mall. You're in the mall. You need to fill up a car to drive away, but this car requires 13 gallons of gas. You need to fill that tank up. Apparently.
It's kind of like Left 4 Dead 2's take on the old Dawn of the Dead.
Okay.
Kind of is how I always took that to be.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a great forum for me to formally apologize to Joe Schmo, because we were trying that level multiple times. And Cyphus, remember when we were playing that and you were like, easy, just follow me up. Like, we need to go upstairs. We need to start throwing these things down. And I was grabbing the ones on the bottom and throwing them in the gas tank, and you're like, stop, don't just pass that one by. Joe Schmo was doing the same thing, and I'm like, and he's like, dude, you're up on top. I'm like, motherfucker, just follow me. Like, just fucking follow me. He's like, we can't separate. I'm like, then stay with me. I'm going up these fucking stairs, and I'm throwing these gas barrels down to the bottom as fast as I fucking can. You guys don't understand. They're never going to stop coming. They will never stop coming.
And that is... so...
Oh, dude, I apologize, guys. I am in no way, shape, or form a Left 4 Dead, like, pro. That's just what was getting sent my way when I was getting pulled through that level.
Everybody gets to that realization, though, because that is the essence of Left 4 Dead 2. Like, did you ever see this? And this works perfectly because it's zombie related. Did you ever see World War Z, the Brad Pitt movie that based on the books by Mel Brooks' son, Max Brooks, I think. So in that movie, he says at one point to someone that movement is life. If you're not moving, you're not alive. Or you won't stay alive, and that in its essence is Left 4 Dead 2, or Left 4 Dead 1 for that matter. You have to be moving.
Movement, yeah, because so the director, so real quick, we'll get more into Left 4 Dead. There's like a director over all the films. It's really cool.
I'm so LARPing that during every game. I speak to him like as I play, dude. I hope everyone's just like, what the fuck?
Like the director is God, basically. He's
so
the
happy
one
you like planted that seed.
Yeah, he defines how many zombies to throw at you, and every single time you play any chapter of any Left 4 Dead game, it will never be exactly alike.
No.
They're always going to be different things in different places, zombies coming at you.
Sometimes the level itself changes.
Yeah, it's a really, really cool game, so you kind of like get pissed off at the director sometimes, and you're like, this is fucking bullshit. So basically, wild tangent onto this conversation. Go watch like an expert realism. It's one dude. He doesn't even have teammates. He does it by himself.
With
campaigns.
bots.
No, not with bots.
Oh, like solo.
Yeah, like literally, he's the only dude. Like he modded it in such a way where he could be the only dude, and he runs through expert realism alone. And you would think, no, he'd just get smoked, or he'd get hunted, or he'd get jockeyed. And all he is doing, he's not killing zombies. His zombie scores at the end of some chapters are like 3 or 4. Like he is just like hitting zombies away, constantly hitting zombies, taking out the ones that he absolutely has to, and just carving a path through zombies to get from safe room to safe room. And it takes him no time at all. Like he runs through a chapter.
I'm gonna venture out here on a limb and say that he probably is only showing you the ones where he does manage to make it through.
Sure, but it's it's impressive
God,
nonetheless. Yeah,
still, even if you did it 1,000 times and that happened once, you're still a god.
Yeah, sure.
Because I did the level fucking 50 times and passed it once and feel like a god. And I was shooting and using everything in my arsenal.
Yeah, you're throwing boomer.
But I mean,
and it was not on anything near that level of hard.
What ends up happening with all players, and Roland, with your fiance last night, I played a game with her and my girlfriend and Dalamir, who you mentioned earlier. Mm-hmm. And it was funny because your fiance, she's now like 7 or 8 campaigns into Left 4 Dead.
Maybe even more.
And
because I played a whole day of Left 4 Dead with her, so maybe she did like 7 that day.
So there were moments in that where, because when we first started, you know, her instinct, and it's a natural instinct, I think, because of other first-person shooters, is to hunker down and fight through a wave, and then when it's clear, well, I'll move. But that never happens. You just wait, and you just get hit and hit and hit and hit, and it never stops.
And you get smoked by the same goddamn smoker and hunted by the same goddamn hunter.
And I even heard her going, "We gotta move! We gotta move!
Oh, she was
moving!"
Yelling at your significant other. Yeah. She's like, "Come on, pick up the fucking pace!
Yeah, we gotta go!"
I mean, if you think I'm intense,
when shit starts going downhill, you like instantly think, "How long have we been here? Oh,
yeah.
no wonder there's fucking like 5 different special zombies out here. We've been standing here for 30 seconds. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Multiply me by 10, and that is how intense my fiance is when it comes to pretty much everything in life, including Left 4 Dead. Now, she is not fucking around. She'll be like, "You're not. Why aren't you moving right now? You know you should be crouched in the doorway. You should be crouched in the door. You should be crouched in the doorway." And I'm like, "Shit! Like I played way more of this than you. Get off my back."
So
like,
2 fucking days ago, the leaderboard refused to even include your name on it. Don't become a Left 4 Dead elitist.
Yes.
So, but I mean, that I think to illustrate that point, like when you get to the end of a campaign, there's always a finale, or there are events along the way where you're forced to hunker down, and those are the toughest events. And when you think about it, yeah, it's because you're forced to stay in one place. Yeah. You're forced to defend yourself in that location for a certain amount of time, and that's how they make it hard. In all reality, it should always be easy anytime you have an opportunity, or it should be easier by comparison to be moving.
And look at every zombie movie you've ever fucking seen. What are they doing? They're running the fuck away from the zombies. They're shooting them if they're in their way or if they have to survive. But most of the time, they're just running and hiding. And that's what you should be doing.
Yeah.
Every time they've stopped, like, that shit ends bad. Like, every church you stop in, every bar you stop in, like, yeah, there's vodka, cool, drink it, but that shit's going bad sideways in 15 minutes, so you better be prepared to roll.
Oh, yeah, you're scavengers out there in a post-apocalyptic
That bathroom's got 6 zombies in it, dude. You didn't even look in the bathroom.
You open the door, and they're just sitting there, and then they, like, find you, and you're like, no!
Come on, the John.
Awesome.
So,
such a great game.
Let's move on, and let's touch on a little bit of gaming news, because there's a ton of good stuff out there.
Okay.
E3 just wrapped up. Have you guys paid much attention to that coverage at all?
I know Eric did. I didn't.
I've seen a little bit. I took a peek at the games that were coming up, but that was about it. And then the fact that, not that this should even matter to me anymore, but that Xbox One's going to be backwards compatible with the 360.
I also talked with Eric about that on the phone.
Dude, I'm stoked about that, dude. I am stoked. I already played Geometry Wars on my Xbox One.
Oh my god, easy.
Okay, wait. We need to stop. Okay. So, Wazoo...
This is the first game I installed.
Wazoo was a master. He was Ender from Ender's Game in Galaxy Wars, okay? It was his game. He put, like, 1,000 hours plus onto Galaxy Wars. Like
Geometry Wars?
Or Geometry Wars, sorry.
1,000? Jesus Christ.
Like, it was the game that we would all just pass around. And we would pass around when you'd lose. And when Wazoo got his hands on it, we just sit there.
Yeah,
and we just have to wait.
You'd be there for an hour.
We just have to wait because he would make the runs. Like he understood exactly how to deal with the ones that would shatter, with the snakes, with the triangles,
and every possible combination thereof.
And he it was like a beautiful dance, dude. I will say there were nights where I would watch him play Geometry Wars and just be blown away at the masterful skill that went into his play on Geometry Wars.
Yeah.
Oh man, that game. It's for anybody out there that wants to know what it is. It's a game where you just shoot things.
It's very arcade-esque.
Yeah, it's very arcade-esque. You're a little starship that moves around. You can't stop instantly because it's like you can't stop instantly, you can't accelerate instantly, and you have to move around and shoot things away from the screen, and things get progressively harder.
Yeah.
You try and get a high score type thing.
Yeah.
You try and get I think the millions is where Wazoo is hitting constantly.
Yeah. Multi-millions.
I can't remember if it was like 10 million was a really good score or 1 million was a really good score.
We'd have to ask him. Easy, you should bring that up with him sometime.
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead. How far did you go in Galaxy Wars? How deep did that take you?
It's called Geometry
Wars. There are some disconnects in my brain that just don't work. I just think you can't fix them.
I know.
It is. I just fucked around with it because I wanted to see what the backwards compatibility was like, and it's really cool because the way that they set it up is they trick your Xbox One into thinking it's an Xbox 360, and they trick the game into thinking it's in an Xbox 360. And so it's like a completely emulated Xbox 360 experience to the point where you can open up the old Xbox 360 dashboard, you could do everything that you could do in a 360. And you could play Xbox Live games through it. I mean, it literally, your Xbox thinks it's a 360 and operates exactly as if it was one. So that was pretty neat to be able to see. All the games that are out right now are first-party party games, and they said that the process, the way they have it implemented, because they're not doing anything to the game, they're just tricking the two things into behaving differently. It's just a matter of getting like EA to say, yeah, we're on board, and then boom, all those games are on, and then they get Ubisoft to say, yeah, we're on board, and boom, all the Assassin's Creeds are on. So right now it's all like the Microsoft first-party games, like Mass Effect is on there, and I was just reading an article the other day that was saying that Mass Effect on your Xbox One actually performs better. Like some of the performance hitches that were in the original game aren't there just by it running on a better piece of hardware.
That's really cool. What about all those people that bought Grand Theft Auto 5 for Xbox 360? Is it going to run as good as an Xbox One version of Grand Theft Auto 5?
No, because it's not. It is, your system is a 360, so it might run better than the Xbox 360 version, but it's not going to do things like upscale the graphics or improve the textures. Like if you have an Xbox One, it's actually you should go ahead and purchase that version anyways if you are a fan of Grand Theft Auto, because what you get out of the higher graphic fidelity and by being able to play the entire game in first person mode is like worthy of a new purchase. Like that really changes Grand Theft Auto, so I would recommend getting that. But if you have a 360 version and you've just got an Xbox One, you don't want to buy it again, I bet it's just a matter of time. Then they have, so what's really cool about the way Microsoft's been operating is they opened up like a feedback page very early on in the preview program, and every update that comes out each month is like literally the top features that people are asking for to be implemented into their Xbox. So this Xbox One now compared to a year ago is just like a bunch of fucking changes that people wanted to see. It's really cool.
It's cool to see Microsoft doing that because that, at least from my perspective, has never been their reputation. Mm-hmm. I don't think they've ever actively given a shit about the people that played their games, quite frankly.
And now they're realizing, like, whoa, this is a big market. Like, maybe we should pay a little more attention to this.
When you think about the titles that really did pay attention to what their users wanted, they were maybe Microsoft exclusives, but they weren't. It wasn't Microsoft that was giving a shit. It was it already escaped my mind. Bungie with Halo. I mean, you look at Halo. It was Bungie that made Halo what it was. It was not anything Microsoft
and Halo's
related.
Still going. It's like the goddamn Simpsons. It's like, okay, well, let's just go forever.
Speaking of E3, I mean, they released that Halo 5 Guardians trailer.
Yeah, I know. Not that they're bad games. Not that I can be like, Halo 3 sucked. Like, Halo 3 was fucking awesome. Halo 1 was fucking awesome. I'll never forget Hang 'em High. The map Hang 'em High, where we'd play rocket launchers only on Hang 'em High on Xbox One.
I hate rocket launchers.
I mean, like, Xbox original. Yeah. Like, the first Xbox, not the Xbox.
Was it you I was talking about that the other night? That, like, that was the most retarded, like,
choice. Yeah.
Obviously, a communications major with half a brain came up with, we'll call it Xbox One.
Yeah,
I know. Seriously,
it's really dumb. Like it's like we've started over and made something one again because that's the best version of anything. Like I want to see like Xbox 7. You know what I mean? I bet that's a pretty good Xbox in comparison to Xbox One.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you call it.
It's an illusion to their wanting to dominate your living room in terms of being the one box that you need. Like your TV runs through it now and all that stuff. It's your one. It was just so layered thick with unnecessary shit. I mean, you might as well. Literally, I would not be surprised if another box comes out and it's just called Xbox. And that's it. Because quite frankly, I think they're just going to merge with the PC in a way that makes them like undecipherable from each other. That's going to be their answer to the Steam box, is just to turn the Xbox into a PC that hooks up to your TV.
Well,
and they're moving Windows 10 over there. Like I'm like one fucking download away from being able to stream my Xbox games onto Windows 10 because I'm going to get in the Windows 10 preview, and then fucking Xbox is going to be on my computer, and I don't know what that console is doing over there. Like this is really crazy what's happening. Like everything's merging into a single thing, and becoming just one. Everyone's trying to be that one platform that controls all of your money, whether you're invested in Apple TV or Google TV or Windows fucking TV. That's got to be coming. Xbox is going to become like your TV provider. Like everybody wants to have everything.
Well, they were my first like television provider. I'll say like my first that I paid for, which was an Xbox 360 that I paid for Netflix on. Because that was how I got Netflix. I didn't use my computer at first. I routed it through my Xbox 360.
I still primarily, the only thing I use, I have an Xbox 360 I've had for many years. Yeah. The only thing that runs on that is Netflix when I go to bed at night.
Yeah, and that's how I watch my TV. Like I remembered like Netflix had a certain navigation that you'd use with the controller, and I was really fast at like
Hell
scrolling
yeah.
through Netflix and finding what I wanted to watch.
It's crazy how quick you got used to those shitty ass interfaces, huh?
Yeah.
and now it's like literally, I mean, we have a Kindle Fire. We used to have an iPad, but the Kindle Fire is actually pretty cool.
Like that thing, dude? I'm thinking about picking up a Kindle.
Yeah, I like it for the fact that, like, before I go to bed, I can do anything I want to do on it. Like, I can surf the web if I want to. I can watch some Netflix or HBO Go if I want to.
Not as bulky as your laptop.
Not as bulky as a laptop. Quick. Nothing. There's nothing slow about it. It has a good wireless card in it.
Have you ever talked to the people?
Talk to the people?
Isn't there like a button you can press to talk to a real person?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, Easy, because they've got, what was that ridiculous
It's
thing
not
that...
mine. I got it for my fiance for her birthday.
What was the ridiculous thing that Amazon released that was going to, like, sit in your house and listen to you at all times?
Oh, I remember that.
What was that called?
It was a little circular thing. And it would be, you would just be like, what's the weather like? And it'd be like, hello, Dave. The weather today is like this. And it'd be like, where are my car keys? And it's like, you told me you were leaving your car keys here.
Sorry, Dave.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think there's like a button on the Kindle Fire, like the customer service button, that literally opens a video chat like on there. It's because they want old people to buy it. And all old people are buying iPads, and it's like, no, like, don't try to call your nephew who's not going to fucking help you. Press this smiley face, and we'll help you.
Yeah.
And they can take control of it and like circle it and be like, this is the button you need to press to get to your email.
Oh, that's so cool. So I got it for her birthday 2 years ago. So it's like it was like when Kindle Fire's brand new came out. So I don't know if it has that, but we've never needed it because like she's an avid reader.
I'm going somewhere with this.
Oh, okay.
Bring her on air. We bring her up and we ask her what she thinks about Dota Reborn.
She would have nothing to say. She
Bring
would
up
have
a
nothing
customer
to
service
say.
lady and just say, hey, I just was wondering what you thought of Dota Reborn.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
Audrey.
Oh, no.
Kindle Fire customer service girl.
I was like, oh yeah, but that would be funny. I don't know if it has that button though, because whenever I pick it up, I'm like a grandpa with it. I'm like, where's the goddamn on button, Audrey? Audrey, how do I turn this thing on? Get over here! I can't turn it on. Why isn't it turning on? Like, I can't. But once you have it, it's a good enough interface. Then I have a Mac laptop that is so shitty, especially for school now, because I like everything you want is basically, for most of the languages that I'm dealing with, it's like they're PC related languages like C and C# and C++ and C++. Where it's like they are rooted in a Windows environment. Like you need a Windows environment in order to run those. You can get this thing called Xcode, which I'm sure everybody's going to be like, what about Xcode? It's
Xcode.
Xcode's a Mac version of it, but it's really shitty. Like it's a really shitty way of doing it. Just kind of like Parallels is a really shitty Windows partition.
Yeah.
It's a really shitty like partition to let you code in those like Windows specific languages. And yeah, I regret now that I'm learning about computers and we bought one and are gonna build it, and I'm learning and watching videos and trying to figure all this shit out, and I'm taking computer science courses, so some things are like, oh, that makes sense, like you
illuminating for you.
Like some things are like, oh yeah. My Mac, I realize, is just like a really, really nice Tonka truck, dude. Like, is all it is. It's like, I like even like video software and audio software. That's my biggest concern, is because I went and got like a year. I spent a year or 2 semesters where I was specifically focused on sound engineering, and we only use Macintosh. We only use Pro Tools. So like. And Pro Tools, I'm sure you can get it to work on a Windows machine, but fuck, like I don't want to be like left from my recording devices and my expertise. Like that's why I like having a Mac around. But
yeah, you get
I
really
want a
used
piece
to those. But you can get just that. You can get that used to. I mean, look into what Adobe's got.
Oh,
they do. Well, you know what I mean? Just start learning that, dude. And you can take professional courses in that. You can have access to all kinds of resources.
But it's not the professional norm, and
it's not industry standard.
Or industry standard.
Which is
Adobe's got to be number 2 then.
Yeah. Well, Adobe is in fact, I think Final Cut Pro on Macs is considered industry standard for video editing.
Yeah.
I mean,
so like Mac does dominate the like, oh, you want to be a professional, huh? Well, you need to buy a Mac in order to look at those pictures.
Of course they do.
But PC, like, for most of the shit that I'm doing, I want a PC. I want a powerful PC.
Yeah.
We're
want a
doing,
rig.
we're doing the 128 gig or 256 gig SSD that we're gonna put the OS on. Then we got a terabyte to put everything else on. We went with a 970 for the graphics card, 4
gigs.
gigs.
We're both building, huh?
Yeah, we're both building.
A build-a-thon. Is Wazoo? Are you putting Wazoo to work on this
Oh
shit?
yeah,
I'm gonna build my own.
I'm gonna treat him like a.
Plan? You're doing yours. You're doing yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my own.
That's fun, dude. We should make sure to keep track of that. Take pictures. You know, kind of just talk about the process.
I could even stream it.
What we got going on here.
I could take a video of it.
No, you're not gonna stream it. You're gonna Periscope it, dude.
Yeah.
Get hip to what's going on these days.
Serious.
That's gonna be Periscope.
I'm gonna put him to work like a Chinese.
I've been
labor
watching
camp.
videos. It's not so.
I'm gonna make him assemble that for me.
It's not hard.
I don't care.
No, it's not. It's
the
just
one thing
intimidating to
you
me.
need to worry about is making sure that you are not positively charged, as in you have no static electricity on you, and there's a very easy way of doing that. I'm going to touch something that's metal. Bloop. There's no longer any static electricity in me. Now I would be okay to handle a graphics card, and I wouldn't fry it.
I, at my office, because I work for an engineering firm, have the static bracelets.
Oh, okay. And yeah, if you wanted
bracelets.
to get even further, you could get something like that just you get rid of that, because that much can bust a transistor, and there's millions and millions and millions of transistors. One of them goes out, the whole circuit's broken. So
Yeah, for sure. All right, we were doing the news, damn it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Anything else from E3 you're excited? I've got a couple of games that I'll just bring up real quick. The Batman Arkham Knight game looks really awesome.
Oh, Arkham Knight was all. I mean, the Batman games have been good.
Yeah,
they have been.
That's gonna be out the day after this show comes out.
Oh wow,
People
Tuesday?
might be listening to this on their drive home and be able to play it when they get home, because games are releasing at like 4 p.m. on Monday now because of the way they fucking are timing everything.
Yeah.
Oh, so sweet.
You get home from work and you want. I can't play anything like that until Tuesday because that's when my PC gets here. Damn it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That soon?
Yep, Tuesday. I'm gonna be building.
It'll be and it'll be like Wednesday by the time mine's going.
Oh,
and I'll be on Arc.
That fast, guys?
Oh,
With
well,
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I mean 2-day delivery on
2-day
everything.
delivery on everything. Yeah, because we're students, we get Amazon Prime. So
I love Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's the coolest thing in the world.
Amazon Prime every day.
Yeah.
Okay, news. What's your games? What do you got?
The other thing I wanted
Batman,
to
like that. That's
love
awesome.
Batman. The other thing I wanted to bring up and see if either of you had ever played is Deus Ex.
Okay. I've seen Wazoo play it. He has it. And it's a shooter. I know that much.
Yeah, where you get to augment yourself. Basically, It's like where we've finally figured out how to...
I was really looking forward to it. It's like a steampunk, right? Isn't it kind of steampunky?
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, it's...
Yeah, cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it's called, cyberpunk. The gameplay looked awesome. I've seen Wazoo play it. It looks really fucking badass. I don't have it.
I enjoyed the fuck out of the previous Deus Exes.
But these are games that I couldn't play before. So
you'll be able to soon.
It's going to be real scary here soon how much money I'm going to spend on games. And the shitty thing is I should be buying the games. We're recording on Sunday, guys. There's a sale going on. You all knew it. It's not going to be...
It'll be over by the time you hear this,
by
probably.
the time you hear this, you're going to be like, damn it, I missed it. But... like The Witcher, like if we're definitely planning on playing The Witcher, that's on sale right now. Like we should be picking this
I'm going to
up.
pick up Ark for sure.
I already picked up Ark for $24.
But this new one, Easy, have you played any of the Deus Ex series?
Yes.
Are you a fan?
Fuck yes, dude.
So
Deus Ex is not a first-person shooter. Deus Ex is a first-person RPG.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to phrase
shooting
it.
elements.
Well, okay.
But it's very, very much like
There's decision
you can not
making.
shoot anybody the entire game. You can decide to play stealth and never once use a weapon.
Like
and,
Wazoo's gonna do that. See, that's my only experience.
Like robots, like you can take over robots and put them in your command to go and take over turrets and play this whole security game instead.
Oh,
it's
that's
this
cool.
kind of like open-ended, very branching, like decision making.
Yeah.
You change the world based on how you decide to do things. type of
Multiple
game. It's
outcomes for how the game
good.
can end, and you can
Oh,
go
wow.
lethal, you can go non-lethal.
I didn't know. I didn't because I've never played any Deus Ex before this or this one. I just was really saw the gameplay and was like, that looks fucking awesome.
So the last Deus Ex that I played was what was it called? The Deus Ex, the second one. What was it called? Easy, do you remember?
There's
Ex
like
Machina?
I think the newer ones are what, like Human Revolution or Human Evolution.
Yeah. Let's see.
Invisible War.
That was the very first one.
Good
Deus Ex.
pod.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Good
I'm looking at.
pod.
Damn it.
Deus Ex is there's like 4 games, right, in the series.
Yeah.
Whatever. Game number 2.
Yeah.
What do
So
you
the last one I played was Human Revolution, I think,
Okay.
Gotcha.
and this one's going to be Mankind Divided. Was there
Yes.
another one before that? Before or between Human Revolution and Mankind Divided that I missed? Any idea?
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
there
You're
was-
missing one.
What was I missing? I want to play that one then.
You should
You need
play
to-
it.
Yeah, you need to go play that one.
All right,
You
somebody
are
out there
missing-
correct me on my
It's
Deus
called
Ex.
The Fall.
What about you with E3,
It's
Eric?
The Fall, dude. It's Deus Ex The Fall.
Okay,
That's
I'm
the
gonna
one you are
find
missing.
that. I'm gonna play the shit out of that.
Because you played Human Revolution, you said?
Yeah, and then I know I played Invisible War because those were the two that were featured on the first one on the original Xbox and the other on 360. But now I'm a PC gamer and I'm gonna have some fun.
Dude, isn't that's so exciting, dude? I gotta. Can I diverge? Hey, The Fall is
Absolutely.
the shittiest one out of all of them, though. Well, you should skip The Fall, bro.
Okay, all right, I'll skip the fall. That's what I was told. That somebody was telling me that was.
Okay,
unfortunate.
Don't even soil your experience.
All
dude.
right.
What are you excited for, Eric, about E3? We talked about the Xbox thing. Anything else?
Seeing HoloLens was cool. You guys, both of the rigs that you guys got are both powerful enough to run the consumer version of Oculus Rift. So you guys are going. you guys
What
are
is
gonna be able
Oculus? I don't know what Oculus Rift is.
You put
That's your VR
glasses on.
goggles, man.
Dude, it's
That's your
Oh,
VR
wow.
goggles that come with an
you
Xbox.
haven't seen Oculus Rift?
No, I haven't seen that at
You
all.
put
So,
goggles
cost-
on.
Yes, dude. Look into Oculus Rift, man. You put goggles on. This is virtual reality like you've never seen it before, dude. This is virtual reality that's making people throw up that can't handle that like type of motion because you're straight up in this world. That's virtual reality that's like made people fall out of their fucking chairs when a monster's like charged them out of a corridor.
my-
This is like the real deal, dude. It comes packaged with an Xbox One controller, but they're also releasing these things called Oculus Touch or something. Somebody correct me on Twitter if I'm wrong, but they're these weird looking controllers that you hold that can actually like sense your finger movements. So if you could like do like a trigger movement, it'll shoot your gun as you're like holding onto this pad. Yeah, it looks really sick. But this thing's like legit to the point where like if you're sitting in a cockpit, like they have like Elite Dangerous, the space sim all set up on it.
Yeah, I
and you
saw
just
that.
imagine this Cyphus, you're gonna nerd out. Like you look to your left and you look out your cockpit. So
Oh
your
my
buddy tells you there's
God.
somebody below you. So what do? You like lean over your chair and look down, and you see out your fucking window down below.
No
Like,
fucking way.
Yes.
The future's here, Eric?
Yeah, it's here, bro.
Oh my god!
What?
I'm looking at
So
it right now.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
That's VR. That's coming. You got the.
Could you
cost-
imagine Arc with that?
It's Arc is VR. Arc is Oculus compatible. It was designed with that in mind. You will absolutely be able to play that with your VR goggles. So,
When is this coming out?
early Q1 2016.
What?
Yes. So
We have less
Yeah.
than a year
I'm looking at it
before
right
we
now.
have fucking goggles we can put on our face?
I want to
This
know
isn't
what
Virtual
the
Boy, dude. This
I
is
want to
not
know what the
Virtual
tech
Boy.
requirements are. I can't find it though.
Oh, I'll
Okay,
build a
so
computer that's good enough for Oculus Rift.
Consumer version of Oculus Rift, they said, is going to cost you $1,500 for you to get into, which everyone goes, holy shit, I can't do that, right? Hold on 1 second. When they tell you that, that includes the PC that it takes to run it.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to be paying like $200 or $300 for these goggles that are going to, and you just purchased a PC that's going to be able to run this, because you know what kind of PC you're building, right? So go ahead and take $300 off for the Oculus Rift. That leaves you what, a $1,200 PC. You guys are putting together a $1,200 PC, easy.
Yeah.
Both your graphics cards are there. You got a 970, you're good. Did you stick with the 960, Cyphus?
Yeah, I did.
You're a pansy, but you're still okay. That's fine.
I didn't go i7. It just wasn't worth the argument.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's fine. Just
I
fine.
know it pisses me off, but like, I don't know why you wouldn't go i7 for $100 fucking dollars.
It's your
But-
motherboard. It's not like you can just fucking upgrade that tomorrow.
know,
Like
I
you
know.
should have went i7 and then stepped down on something else if you were gonna like go
Yeah.
a little less on RAM and then wait a week and upgrade your RAM when they forgot about what you just fucking spent or
Yeah,
something. You know,
exactly.
sneak that in next month.
Oh my god!
Whatever.
You know what title is going to include it as well?
What?
Left 4 Dead.
Oh my! Could you imagine? It's already the most fucking intense game I play.
I'm gonna shit my pants, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
and I bet the zombies look better, and they're just in your face, and you're
Oh.
punching them off.
Skyrim has it. Skyrim will be
Well,
as well.
and the new Elder Scrolls will have it then if Skyrim's
for
gonna have
sure.
it. Oh god. Okay, so let's move on, Eric.
Oh wait! We got another news thing we got to hit.
Then hit it.
Dota Reborn.
Okay, there's the little thing called Dota Reborn.
I'm happy about it, dude.
I'm really
happier than
happy about
fucking
it.
Anybody about that shit, dude.
What-
I played it today.
I've been playing Skill Shot Wars, It's
I've been playing Ninja Hardcore.
Okay, Ninja Hardcore. Skill Shot Wars, for anybody who hasn't played it. You have Clockwork
Dota Reborn for anybody who hasn't heard of it.
Or Dota Reborn. They have custom games now. They improved the engine a little bit. Things look different. Not a whole lot different.
Yeah, they're making it more. They're making it more accessible for everybody.
But for more people, and for people to use like source material from Dota 2 to make their own games. So you could tell this one was primitive because it just came out, and it's the Skill Shot War where you pick a hero. It doesn't even matter your hero really. I guess maybe for base damage, but he has Mirana's arrow. He has Clockwork's hook. He has Pudge's hook. And he has Sunstrike. Those are his 4 abilities. And you just instantly respawn when you die. And you just try and Sunstrike the other enemies. And it's on a different map. It's not on the regular Dota map. You try and hook people. Map. Yeah, there's a river that goes down the middle still. And there's a shop that you can get wards. And so you can try and get vision on people for Sunstrikes and whatnot. You don't level up. You just start the game. And it ends when one team gets 50 kills. And
so it's basically Dota Deathmatch with
It's Dota Deathmatch with skill shots.
A lot of those modes are deathmatch like variants, dude. A lot of those custom games are deathmatch variants with different rule sets and variables.
Yeah, and it makes sense because it's an easy way to make a game, right?
Yeah. If you, especially, to get into like my state of affairs from Dota, so to speak. I've been playing a ton of solo. And man, I think that's what a lot of people want. They just want to kill other heroes. They don't want to worry about taking objectives.
And that's what the custom games may weed out in a lot of people are the people that just go in and like, I pick Huskar because at level 6 I can kill somebody and then I die. And it's like, and that's what they like. They want that.
They want death. They want death and destruction.
They want to kill people.
They want death, but no destruction.
Yeah. And you still get plenty of destruction, but you're not mad when you die because you're going to respawn in 5 seconds, and you're going to be able to shoot another arrow. And the other thing, they made adjustments to certain things, like Mirana's arrows never end. They just go forever until they hit something or they hit the edge of the map.
Oh, there's no limit on them?
No. That's the only difference that I've seen. Clockwork's hook is still like, I think it's like an Ag's Clockwork hook, so it's like still
there's
really
no right click at all, so the only damage you do
there is right click. There is
no,
right
you're
click.
tripping. Maybe that's like a variable or something. I think Clockwork does like a right click when he finishes his hook. Like, isn't there like an attack at the end of that hook or something? But you can't right click the enemy. Like, you can do damage with is your Sunstrikes and your hooks.
And so you're constantly hooking. Like, there's ridiculous hooks like you see when you do the Pudge. Like, when we used to do 1v1 mid Pudge. Or like with 5 people versus 5 all in the mid playing Pudge. It was ridiculous and stupid.
We're getting pulled everywhere.
Yeah, this is just like that, but with Mirana arrows, max stunning you, and you're like stunned. Like, you could go outside, have a cup of coffee, go to the store and come back and you'll still be stunned. Oh my god, dude. And then Sunstrikes, and the whole team's like, we went up against a better team than my team, where like, I'd get hit by an arrow, and all of a sudden like 3 or 4 Sunstrikes would hit me. It would be like, bam, 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 bam.
2 dudes with Clockwork into you, just like,
yeah. It's a fun game mode. I suggest it. It's definitely not like what I'm going to primarily focus on in Dota 2, because I still love the game of Dota 2.
It's not keeping you stats or anything. It's a diversion.
It's something to like, you know what, that game sucked, I'm going to kill some time, play.
Or I don't have time for a 45-minute Dota game. I could hop in one of these custom games.
There's no penalty for leaving a custom game.
Yeah.
Like,
what's Ninja Hardcore?
Yes.
Okay. Ninja Hardcore is fucking badass. So shout out to Denomlos for everything that he drives me nuts with. Good recommend on Ninja Hardcore. This is a mode where I've seen it. 1v1 is the best way to play it, but I got in a match with King of Do and one other person versus me, and I actually had a ton of fun because I was trying to survive against these two. Everybody's Juggernaut, but that's irrelevant because you have 4 abilities. You have a shield that you pop that lasts for a second on you. You have a blink ability. You have a Phantom Assassin's dagger.
Okay.
And then you have Magnus's like shockwave.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, the thing that like shoots forward out of Magnus.
Mm-hmm.
So the map is like a small square map, and there's trees all over. So the vision's very limited. You can buy whatever items you want, but you can only buy them when you're dead. 1 hit and you're gone. So you die if you get hit once.
But does the shield save you?
If you can pop it and it only lasts for a second, and you can deflect like a dagger or that Magnus wave or the right click, yes, you'll survive. and then you can blink away into the trees and then throw your Magnus, and then hopefully. I'm buying like hell of wards, and I'm trying to get like vision everywhere so I can chuck my daggers all around. And like King Adu buys a fucking gem true sight, and he's like trying to take my wards out, and like he'll blink into me, which like scares me. So I throw my shield on, but he's like fainting, like he's not gonna fucking throw his dagger yet. So like my shield goes, he hasn't attacked yet, so I'm like fuck. So I blink into the trees, throw my shockwave, he blinks away, throws his shield. Like it's a straight up fucking like chess battle happening in real time at the lightest like speed of light. One hit and you're dead.
That's cool. I'm gonna try that for sure.
You play to 20 kills.
Okay.
And so you can set it up like 2v2. You can play 1v1.
1v1
it looks like you can balance it however
I'd beat
want.
you, Cyphus. You and I both know
God.
that. I'd win that one, dude.
Almost scraped me for like half the match, dude.
We'll
he
see.
goes, "You're forgetting to buy items." Like after he had 10 kills on me, and I'm like, "How the fuck are you daggering me from across the map, you douchebag? I can't even see you." It's like, "You're forgetting to buy items." Fuck. So I bought items and caught up to him. He ended up winning, but man, it was like so. My hands were sweaty, dude. I was like so. My heart. It was like a ninja battle, dude. You're like hiding in the trees. He bought a shadow amulet, so he's like going invisible.
Waiting for somebody to walk past, just like shockwave.
Yeah,
or...
I hadn't thought of the Gem of True Sight at that point. Like I'm gonna be taking that into every game to de-ward. Like this shit's it's pretty cool. It was Ninja War Hardcore. It's called Ninja Hardcore. If you search Ninja Hardcore on the search bar for custom games, you can install it and then just play a game. It's
That's badass.
fun, easy conversion.
I'll be playing that for sure.
Well, let's take a quick break and then come back and talk a new segment we're going to do called Steam Top Sellers, where we talk about some of the latest games that are coming up. Also coming up this week on DotP Plays. Maybe, and then we'll see what else we got time for, and then take it from there.
All right, we'll be right back. This is Roland from Defense of the Patience. We are undergoing an exciting format change. Every Monday, listen to the DotP crew discuss the latest games they're playing and getting excited for. Then, throughout the week, delve deeper with DotP Plays, a series of episodes dedicated to the games that we are playing and that we are loving. We will announce the lineups on every Monday episode. Find us at defenseofthepatience.com, on iTunes, YouTube, and on twitch.tv/.ptv. From all of us here at DotP, thanks for listening, and remember, tell a friend.
And we're back. So easy. What's going on with Steam Top Sellers? What's at the top of the list?
You know what number one is, baby.
I do know.
It down still. I talked about it the last couple of times we were together on air. Ark still holds down the number one spot, baby.
Wow.
Dinosaur time. Bad news. Sneak preview to the next DotP Plays Ark. We are under a fucking attack, dude. Our base has come under attack. A couple of our guys picked a fight they couldn't win. Shit went down in a bad sideways sort of way. I'm laying upstairs butt-ass naked. I don't have my armor anymore. Stay tuned for that later in the week. I'll keep you updated. Arc number 1. Number 2, CSGO. If you haven't been playing that seems to be getting a lot of attention lately. It's a good game. Check it out. Number 3, GTA 5. What do you got on CSGO?
Well, do you think its competitive scene is going to end up like rivaling Dota's?
No, never.
You don't think?
I think that's all.
Absolutely. I think it's the PC answer to Call of Duty competitive scene. I think that the stability of CSGO is something that lends itself to the competitive scene in more of a way than Call of Duty does, in the sense that Call of Duty changes every year. The competitive scene evolves every year, whereas like the game of CSGO evolves every year on these same. It's like the principle of the game evolving over the map of Dota 2. Like these players are learning new ways to play on these very specific maps, and that's the level of skill that is there. It is a skill level that's so high up. When you say competitive CSGO, I don't think that you're talking about something that is, I think that's equivalent to saying like a competitive Dota 2 player in terms of the gap between that person and the person that's just now installing it and trying to play CSGO for the first time.
I disagree, sir. We'll make this
dollars wise, I mean, I don't know. First-person shooters have a lot.
I know they do.
Of attention these days, dude.
I know they do. But people want a little bit of flash. Here's why I think Dota 2, they'll never, ever get a tournament with $15 million CSGO. No fucking way, dude. And it's been around long enough. If it was going to, it would have already. Reason being, there's only so much you can do. There's like basically the objective of defusing the bomb, right? Isn't that the basic objective? Is you either plant the bomb or you defuse the bomb?
I think in most maps, I'm pretty sure they're...
The other team, I mean, it's like a you die, you don't respawn. So if the other team gets wiped out before that objective's completed, you win the round.
Exactly. Or if everybody dies on the other team, you win the round. Unless you are the counter-terrorist and you haven't defused the bomb. And then in which case you just go and defuse the bomb. The thing is, Dota 2 has 110 heroes that are constantly battling each other in a variety of permutations. You're never going to get that with CSGO. You have different guns, yes, and you have people who are good with different guns, and there are a bunch of different guns. But there's not nearly the... I mean, there is the skill there. The tacit knowledge of being able to just move your mouse and instantly shoot and get a headshot right away. But is that so interesting? Is that as interesting as seeing Magnus blink in and RP and then skewer and then Crystal Maiden throwing her ult all in the middle of it?
I think there's an argument to be made that what you're describing may inevitably work against Dota in that regard.
Is that it's too complex?
It's too complex, whereas with CSGO...
But how many good headshots do you have to see?
Well, no, but I can be anybody and understand that, oh, wow, like, tactically...
People lose their shit when a headshot goes through, like, a cloud of smoke and, like, knocks... I mean, the same way you see a good play last... You've seen videos of, like, the, you know, any Call of Duty tournament or whatever, people in the stands doing the same thing that you see in a Dota 2 tournament where, you know, someone lands a killer hook or whatever, where the people that are watching the game and are fans of that game are just understand what it takes for that to happen and go... and like blow their shit up. Like other people seeing that is what makes someone go like, I kind of know what's going on over there.
At its core, it's very easy to understand, even if you don't know anything about video games or you don't play video games.
Yeah, anybody off the street could look at it and be like, they're winning or they're losing.
Yeah, like they're.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And you understand the concept because
you can't just
soldiers with rifles is something you can way more easily comprehend. Than what's that big green reptile guy wandering with an anchor?
Does it attract the audience that Dota 2 attracts though? Like those people that understand the game, do they even play games?
There've got to be more.
I think you can look at the Steam games like population right now. Dota 2 probably outpopulates it for sure. Yeah. The pro scene's definitely bigger. I think there's an intellectual layer that is on top of Dota 2 there's the physical reflex aspect of Dota 2 is there. Like you fucking know it. Like what it takes to play the game is there's a very physical aspect to it and an intellectual aspect to it that I don't think CSGO necessarily has in terms of the depth. But both of those facts don't necessarily mean that anything when it comes to popularity, unfortunately.
Well, why wouldn't it have got more attention? I know I've been playing Counter-Strike since the very first one, since Half-Life came out, and then Counter-Strike came with it, and then Half-Life 2 came out, and then Counter-Strike Source came with it. I had a buddy who was really good, and he was on a guild team, I guess kind of similar to our AD2L team. He was on a team like that, where he was the guy who played the sniper. Like he would get the sniper every time because he happened to be really good at those reflex shots. But I don't know. If you know a lot about the game, is it that cool to watch the game? Whereas if you know a lot about Dota, it's really cool to watch the game because you're like, wow, I've played Magnus 50 times and I've never ever seen somebody do that with Magnus, and that was really cool.
I think
it'd be a good conversation to have with a CSGO streamer or a CSGO pro player, and just ask them about that because I bet they would have a lot to say say about that we can't necessarily perceive.
I'm looking out from in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not,
I think we all three are, and maybe we probably
I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about how happy I am with where games are now in terms of their breadth and their depth, and was relating it to music in a sense that I think games have reached a point now where there is something that touches everybody, and if a game doesn't touch you in a certain way, that doesn't necessarily mean that you need to shit on that game or that's a bad game, because that game might be touching someone in the same way that this other game touched you. Just as country music is not your thing, right? Maybe you're into rock and roll music, but if you ever hear a rock and roll song that fucking makes you cry or that makes you think of this fucking time back in high school when you had tons of friends and you weren't such a loser before you made all your bad decisions, there might be video. You have to respect the fact that someone's having that same experience with a pop song or a country song or whatever else, dude. Sure. Games are there, dude. So if CSGO ain't your cup of tea, at least be aware of the fact that what Dota does to you, CSGO is doing that to somebody, and that's cool. That person having that experience is cool.
Sure. Can I go on a little tangent about the whole music thing? You know what you know what I fucking hate? When you're like, what type of music do you like? Everything. Everything. I love everything. And it's like, no, you fucking don't. I'm gonna find 20 tracks that you hate. I'm gonna find them. I'm going to make you a burn CD of tracks that you hate. You don't like everything.
underground Ku Klux Klan track
Yeah.
and just send it to him and be like, hey, heard you liked everything.
Yeah, or like Juggalo music. Like, you like this? You really would sit down and listen to this, you cocksucker? And like, like it is one of my biggest pet peeves.
Oh no, I understand.
Like, I want to know. Like, I'm asking you an honest question. I don't care if you say something. Like, you don't have to say everything.
You can like Juggalo music.
You can say pop even. You could be like, I love pop, and I'd be like, that's great. I like some pop too. You know, but
So what if it was like that? What if it's like I'm into a lot of music right now. I've been listening to a lot of rap, especially old school stuff. That Dr. Dre's just got my shit going. But and then you talked about country or something else. Like, what if you were able to say like I'm a genre whore? Like I listen to this, and this, and man,
sure,
when I'm
there
feeling
are.
sad, I pull up the classical.
Sure, I have a buddy that Jesse is his name. I'll say he is one of those people that is always listening to something new. But even him, if he said I like everything, I'd be like, what about Taking Back Sunday, you motherfucker? You really like Taking Back Sunday? And he'd be like, no, I don't.
Cyphus might have something to say with this as like a psychology
Yo,
major.
yeah, and how he likes Taking Back Sunday.
when I was in high school, yeah, I listened
what kind
to
of music you like is that it pigeonholes you into a corner in terms of society, and maybe
Yes, it
people
does.
aren't necessarily looking to be like painted a certain way. And if you are like in this battle with someone where you're trying to like gauge yourself socially against them, and you're trying to align maybe you like that person, so you want to align yourself with their interests. You don't necessarily want to say country when that person's like, I fucking murdered 3 country singers yesterday. I fucking wrong answer, bitch. Like,
Yeah. Oh, what did you just say?
I think so here's what I think happens with you and why it's a big pet peeve is because you're educated musically. I mean, you've taken music courses, you were a musician. Yeah, but I mean, you have a more technical appreciation for music than someone like I do. I think when somebody tells you that they like everything, what they mean is they couldn't tell you that they listen to one genre over another. I mean, what genre? If I ask you that question, I mean, what are you going to say?
I like everything. But that's because no.
say that, motherfucker.
I mean, I would
probably
give specific bands that I've been listening to. I'd be like, you know what? It's been crazy. I haven't listened to Cake in forever, and I'm fucking loving Cake. Cake is way good. I've even been listening to some shit from the 80s. I like The Cure. I have no issue with The Cure. You know what I mean? Some more recent shit. Fuck, I don't know, like Atmosphere.
But I mean,
like,
you know, that's a loaded question when you ask somebody that.
I just have never, and I've always, every time somebody has, like in my entire life, it's answered everything. I'm like, no, but like, what do you like?
Well, I mean, maybe you need to be
just everything. Like everything.
I think the better question there is what do you listen to?
Like?
What do you listen to lately? What are you listening to lately?
Okay, maybe it's the way I phrase the question. Anyway,
because you could say everything. I mean, there's
that Valley girl that I go to school with that like sits next to you and is like, I like music, as she's blowing bubbles.
Like, I feel like you're referencing a very specific.
Yes, where it's like you don't like everything. Let me get what Ursi likes. Let me get what Ursi listens to, K-pop, and put that on for 5 minutes and see if your fucking ears don't bleed, because they fucking will.
Disclaimer: K-pop's okay. So it's your
like I'm alright with K-pop, I guess, but like your ears would bleed. You goddamn Valley girl. You don't like everything. You just haven't been out of the fucking county you were born in.
Yeah.
You mean everything you hear on...
Maybe it's a specific person I am talking about. Maybe I need to see somebody.
Maybe we need to get you to a shrink.
Yeah. Hey, you're a shrink? You graduated.
No.
Cyphus graduated, everybody. He got his bachelor's degree.
Congratulations, dude.
Yes, he got his bachelor's
It's
degree.
behind me now. But no, that doesn't make me a shrink. Another 7 years of school will make me a shrink.
You're like... You're an imp shrink, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So you can provide some help.
No,
you know?
I have enough of a bachelor. I have enough education now to qualify me for a $10 an hour job.
Nice,
Yeah.
Sweet, way to go! All that money. How much did that cost you?
I got off pretty cheap. I probably paid like $20,000. I think $25,000.
At $10 an hour, you'll have that paid back in no time.
Only 25,000 hours.
I only have to do as much school as I've already done. Again, and then half again as much, and then I'll be done.
Wow, I like how you put it. I used to split my workday up into that. It was like, all right, so it's going to be like smoke, and then I've got break, and then I'll smoke, and then smoke, lunch, I'll eat, and then I'll smoke, and then smoke, and I can go home.
Dude, that's a lot of smoking, bro.
those were in worse days, and I'm in sales. You gotta smoke, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta have a cigarette and be like, listen, this is the best deal. I got the wheels with polyurethane. And it's like anyway.
All right, Easy. What's number 3? Let's get number 3 on Steam's top
GTA
sellers.
5. I think that it got a good bump from the summer sale. It went on sale, and they were giving away some money in the multiplayer mode, so that jumped up. And number 4 is the Batman Arkham Knight pre-order, and the Batman Arkham Knight pre-order with the season pass. So people are dropping money on games before they come out.
That season pass idea is brilliant.
What is a season pass?
It's basically you are buying a pass that grants you like custom content that comes out periodically. So I mean, it's more or less DLC that gives you a new experience.
It's like you get the game and the 2 DLC packs that are going to come out in the next year.
Oh,
it's like
okay.
you get the season of content basically.
Okay. All right, guys. I want to talk about what happens when
3, number 5, boom.
Okay. Yeah. Did we get that? Did we get everything?
Number 5.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right.
Top
all right.
5.
I still haven't played GTA 5, by the way.
Yeah, I still haven't either, but I was waiting for it to come to computer, and now I will have it because it's come to computer. I want to talk about the times when we are away from keyboard. Okay.
Oh, you want to talk some AFK stuff?
Yeah, I want to talk when we are not playing video games. Okay.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and just lump Cyphus and I's together, real quick. We have been carving. And I'm even going to say what we've been carving.
I think it's time.
We have
sent out
been
the
carving a tombstone, guys. And guess who that tombstone's for? Undying. It's Undying's tombstone. It is painted.
From Dota 2.
I bought a block of styrofoam that was 7 feet tall by 3 feet by 3 feet. And we carved this out. Our submission is going to have to do with Undying. It's live action. We already have the armor painted. And basically
Undying will be played by Wazoo.
Yeah, Undying will be played by Wazoo. And
straight up cosplay.
And we have everything ready to go. We will be filming this Friday and this Saturday. So we are literally doing this. It's been crazy. It's fun. We've had a lot of people help us do this. And so, yeah, we are building a tombstone. That has been the hardest part.
That was fun. I realized, yesterday we were hanging out with our significant others. They were doing the painting after we had finished the carving.
Yes.
Because they have a better eye for that than we do.
And the carving was more like Orbital Sanders, where I literally sucked in, like, so much styrofoam dust. We should have worn masks. We really should have.
Dude, you should have. What the fuck are you thinking, dude? Why you shouldn't have said that you didn't? Because now when you die, you can't fucking sue anybody.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. I would totally be like, I wore a heavy-duty mask. It was, like, totally, like, parts per million and stuff. Like, it would get all of them. And...
It was all parts per million.
Yeah, so that's what we've basically been doing. It's been cool. Yesterday, we sent out a few pictures, but we all four were wearing, me and Cyphus and both of our significant others were wearing Defense of the Patient's shirts as we worked on
because those could get dirty.
The tombstone. Well, we have a lot, and it was cool. We were taking pictures, and we were working as a DotP team, and it was fun. And they're getting all super into it. Like I told you, Easy, like my fiance is loving Mumble. And I was like, we'll just go to the penalty box so people don't like come in and out. And she's like, I don't want to. I like it when people drop in. It's like an AOL chat room. And she was way into that when she was like 12, 13, 14. Like, I don't know.
Hell yeah.
You know, she's like, it's really like kind of cool. Like it reminds me of that time in my life. And I was like, it is a lot like that time in your life where you can like
yeah. In fact, some of those fucking people are 13 and 14.
Which is freaky. Yeah, holy shit, that is right.
Yeah.
Nobody's 13, guys. Especially not the ones Nomo's been hitting up on the side.
So that's what we've been doing. What have you been doing? What have you been doing while you've been away from the keyboard, Easy?
So I misunderstood the category because it says away from games here on my itinerary. When I've been away from games, I have been in Photoshop and in Premiere. I have been teaching myself the ins and outs of working with both of those programs and trying to help add some flavor to DotP TV. When I'm not playing games these days, I'm just working on DotP. Like I mean, you guys are fucking doing a Tombstone and a live action movie when you're not recording and doing shows and playing games. When I'm not, I'm putting together the panels and the links for the Twitch channel. I'm
takes a team.
setting up the YouTube channel and trying to get a highlight or two up there. Working on getting those graphics put together. Throwing them your way, making sure they look okay, testing out everything.
I just
sure
keep
it's
saying
working.
I trust you, dude. Like, you keep sending me stuff like you should look at this, and I'm like, no, man, like, it's probably totally good.
Probably
like,
badass.
It's like, I really do. Just like when you're like, hey, is this cool? It's just like, you don't even need to text me, bro. Like, do whatever the fuck you want,
Because we're not
like,
gonna fix it.
Yeah, like it's your domain. Like, fuck your .p. You're like, we're like, you're pretty. You'll own the company.
Hey,
when we
listen.
get huge, you'll be the CEO, and like, I'll be like maybe like a vice president in some category, and like
That was so
and
cute.
like maybe
Yeah,
Cyphus will be a vice president, and we'll see you like once a week and be like, hey, Easy, how's it going? You'll have like 8 people walking with you, and you're like, sorry, hey, what's up, man? I just really don't have time right now. I'm trying to run a company, and you're like, cool, man. Well, I'll continue doing like my job. Yeah, keep making sure you paint those paintings, Roland. Yeah, those paintings really help us here. And it's like,
Should have told
thanks,
me whether or
man.
not you thought that looked cool, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I've got an AFK that's not .p related, I guess. I started up the Strain, which is Guillermo del Toro's TV show. No, he did.
Have you
familiar
heard
with
of
that
the
at all?
Sense 8?
The Sense 8?
It's called
heard
Sense
of it.
Numerical 8. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix series. It was made by I think it was made by M. Night Shyamalan.
Really?
I'm not sure if it's M. Night Shyamalan. It's made by somebody that you recognize. Anyway, it's this movie where 8 people, or this series. I haven't seen any of it. This is what they give you in the trailer, but it's a Netflix original. 8 people are linked. I don't know if it's like empathically or like how it
I think
works.
telepathy is like the 8th sense. Like they can,
Yeah,
and they're getting hunted because of it, right? Or
Yeah, and
something
like
along those
one of
lines.
them, will they like see each other even though they're like away from each other? I don't
That's
know.
what-
Oh, the Wachowskis.
Oh,
The Wachowskis are doing it.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
the Matrix guys.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Matrix guys, the Wachowski brothers.
Uh,
it?
not
Oh
brothers.
yeah, sex change.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
The
right.
Wachowski brother and sister.
Now
Yeah.
was brothers.
What?
Yeah, they're the Wachowski brother sister combo.
The Wachowski siblings.
Flipped?
Yeah, there was a sex change on.
It's Andy Wachowski and Lana Wachowski.
Yes.
So. Easy.
Yeah, it
It's
used
the
to
modern world, easy.
Yeah, Caitlyn.
That's like normal now.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
know.
I'm doing
it happens,
fine.
dude.
I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. I'm doing it.
Hey.
I need more views on my YouTube channel, anyways.
I think the Wachowski siblings sounds better than the Wachowski brothers. Anyway.
Sure. All right. Yeah, I'm with you. That looks interesting, though. I mean, they.
I've like stared at it and like thought to watch it. I haven't even looked up what Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb got.
IMDb gave it an 8.4. I mean, I don't know about
That's
Rotten
pretty-
Tomatoes.
It's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
It does series. They do like.
Yeah, it's a series, but it was released all at once.
Do series is like that? Like
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
Rotten
Yeah, they
Tomatoes is reviewing TV now.
Yeah, I mean they have to. There's just so much out there.
yeah,
they
how do you
lose
not?
out. Yeah.
Well, how big the shows are now.
Yeah, I mean, especially like I don't know, when House of Cards comes out, everybody like, oh my god, and then you won't see me forever.
Yeah.
Daredevil was fucking awesome. If anybody hasn't seen
So
Daredevil,
it's into Daredevil, dude.
how many?
3 only.
Oh
I
god,
love it,
that's
dude.
when it picks up. Is at 3. I
Yeah,
would
I'd
say
say
at
so,
3.
too.
From 3 to 10, you were just on a constant roller coaster climb, dude. Like it.
So Kingpin, I believe, just got introduced. If that's
Yes.
the King, is it a big
Yeah.
ball
Is it
fight?
when he's staring at the picture?
Yeah.
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 Like he looked like he was gonna break that bitch's neck, dude. I was like really worried about her for a second.
Keep watching, and we'll talk a little bit about this
yeah,
next week.
we will.
Yeah, we will.
We'll
talk
do
about
we'll
this.
do a .p watches Daredevil.
Yeah,
we'll
Doc,
get
watches
together.
Daredevil. I've already seen
Spoiler-
it.
we can do a spoiler show and just warn everybody heads up. Like,
Yeah.
if you haven't seen Daredevil, like
We
you
could
might
do
not
it at the end of the show,
this.
so you can just turn it off if you want to, and then. If
Well,
you
no,
wanna
what we'll do
keep
is we'll just
listening.
do
If
like
we
a
do
.p
Daredevil
plays,
show.
but .p watches.
Oh yeah,
.p watches
yeah,
Daredevil.
good. Hey, wow! Look at all the
Wow,
infinite
this
variability.
is fun.
You know what? I think this has been so much fun. We should end it while
Well,
we're having all that
let's
fun.
do coming up this week on
Oh
.p.
yeah, that's absolutely right. We haven't
That's
even
what we haven't
written on the
done.
whiteboard.
Yeah. So Tuesday, Easy, you're doing the Arc Cast. .p plays Arc Survival Evolved.
Wednesday, we have Left 4 Dead. .p plays Left 4 Dead. It's going to be a blast. Thursday, just like usual, we're going to be talking Dota 2 and only Dota 2. Although this episode, I will say, Blue and I got into some StarCraft 2 comparisons.
Sure, of course.
We really did. And
well,
then,
and that episode was recorded before Dota 2 Reborn, so it'll be interesting to see what...
it was recorded before.
It'll be fun to do a Dota 2 Reborn
Blue is going on a long vacation. As everybody who's played with Blue, he's probably told you, he's going abroad. So he's going to be gone a while, so we wanted to get an episode banked where... Blue and I played some games, and we talk about them. We talk about StarCraft. It kind of led there for a second, but just because we both played so much StarCraft. And then Friday, we're going to bring you Small World 2. It's going to be brought to you by me, Roland, Cyphus, and EZ. That sounded like 4 people, but like Roland, Cyphus, and EZ.
So let's see. I want to touch on these real quick. EZ, what do we have to look forward to on the Artcast?
Man, shit's going down, guys. The tribe is almost up to close to 25 people now. We get new tribe members in every day. I'm watching the activity feed. If you're in the guilds and you pick up Arc, I will shoot you a message and get you in. And we're under fucking attack, dude. So
I would love to help.
I'll
be there soon.
Yeah. I'll be there Tuesday.
It's just gonna take me a few days, dude. I'll make it to the tribe. I'm lost out in the wilderness right now.
We'll be ready for you.
And I just gotta make it back.
I'm on my way.
Did you notice my corpse? I logged out on the beach.
Yeah, I see it there.
Okay.
I think we dragged it inside.
Oh, you dragged me inside? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't fucking leave you on the sun like
it
that.
just like crashed, and I was like, I'm not gonna wait for it to load again, so I can move
yeah.
myself inside. Because
Yeah.
when you come out, you just fall to the ground like you're unconscious.
Yeah,
It's badass, dude. And people are just like, you walk in their little hut that's on the beach, and it's like, oh, there's Soviet Dancing Bear, but he's laying like half on like close to the fire, his head's close to the fire, and his legs are all like bent, and like it's really cool. I can't wait to jump into Ark.
Left 4 Dead is going to be fun because we're going to try to get your fiance on to kind of talk about the new player perspective.
She's not shy at all. I don't understand why she hasn't been.
Oh, we'll have her. It'll be fun.
She is just like, she's intense.
She's loving the hell out of the game.
I would love to get clips. Like maybe I won't tell her, but like record a game and then just pull out a few clips of her being like, "What the fuck is everybody doing? We need to get through this." And it's like she gets really intense.
She gets bossy.
Oh yeah, and you're like, Jesus Christ, calm down. You have the lowest zombie score. Like you're telling me what to do. Like you got
dude, you should just go in the mumble and record it.
Yeah, I should. I really should.
And then you talked about the Dota 2 app, and Small World 2, for those of you who don't know, was a board game. They digitized it, made it a video game, which is way better.
Yeah.
And we kind of go over the rules of that game, and if you're interested in playing that, definitely hit us up because
it's a fun game.
It's been a blast.
And you can do turn-based. Like I can take a turn, and you can take 15 days, up to 15 days before you take your next turn.
It's still your turn in that one game that I'm dominating.
It's
like
like
games going right now. I picked it up on my phone. I downloaded all the DLC. If anybody hits me up, I will start a game with them.
Yeah, and it syncs with your phone. And
your phone syncs with Valve. Yeah,
your
so
iPad,
it really doesn't matter where you
tablet.
are, and a turn doesn't take that long. So you can very easily like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, boss, and like take your turn real quick, and like still go to the bathroom and come back, and your turn's taken.
Yeah.
So. It's a good way to burn the work day away, in my opinion. Like I played it a lot at work. I remember, Small World. I would have like 10 games going, and I would just constantly. Anytime somebody got to the phone, they'd run through their 10 turns, and then you would have. It was good. It was
always a good time.
Really good time.
So anything else? Any final thoughts before we go, gentlemen?
No.
Oh, dude.
Except that I'm excited. We're going to be able to cover a lot more. We're still covering Dota 2. I love Dota 2. I played Dota 2. I have been playing Treant Protector. He has become my favorite hero because I can get that Aghanims quickly. I've been playing him like an offlane support, where anytime the offlane leaves, I kind of take over. And I get a Quelling Blade with him because if I'm stacking and pulling, if I'm not in the offlane, I want a Quelling Blade because I don't necessarily buy tangos with him. I feel like the heal is fine, and I'm usually delegated to the 5th position slot.
It'll be interesting to see what some folks
and a
think
Quelling
about
Blade
that.
on the melee. No, a Quelling Blade on Treant's awesome, dude.
I'm not arguing.
His melee damage, I can like kill a creep even when it's half health, basically, with a Quelling Blade. So, hey, do you want to say hi? Say hi.
Hi.
This is my fiance Evan Wood. Say hi, Evan Wood.
Oh man, dude.
All right, I'm gonna close this out real quick.
Right.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Until next time, this is Cyphus for Roland and EZ Marchese and Evan Wood saying good luck and Godspeed.
Peace.
Well, I'll move, but that never happens. You just wait and you just get hit and hit and hit and 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 just get hit and hit and hit.